Hey guys, what's up? This is Word here, large in charge, and super excited to be bringing you some more Heart of the Swarm content. This, in fact, is a best-of-3 show match between two Terran players. In the upper right, a player we have seen before on my channel, but this is... Actually, no, this isn't even the first time I've seen my Heart of the Swarm, as I saw him... I casted him versus NHK. The yellow Terran, he is Pasildan. And spawning in the bottom left, you know him, you love him. The blue Terran, playing for Quantic, he is Dragon. Now, this is going to be a TvT, obviously, Heart of the Swarm, not a matchup. I've casted a lot in Heart of the Swarm, so I'm actually super excited, and oh boy, it looks like Mr. Yellow Terran Pasildan is going for a proxy. Oh, hold on, I think Dragon is too. Okay, this just got heated up. I mean, there's the possibility that it's an early scout, but it's incredibly unlikely. So let's see here. Pasildan's going to be coming in. It looks like he's going to be proxying right here. Dragon, what you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Oh my goodness, he's going to be going for the proxy too. Alright, so we're going to see a proxy battle. This is a best of 3, guys, so, I mean, this is just where we're starting here on Cloud Kingdom. I'm very excited for this. I feel like this is all happening so quickly. I didn't even have time to say hi. Hello, guys. How are you doing? I hope you're looking forward to this match because it is getting crazy right now. Before crazy things happen too much, they're both going for gas too, so it could be proxy Marauders, but it's likely going to be proxy Reapers because they're oh so good in Heart of the Swarm. But I just want to remind you guys, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. EST, I do Spotlight on Clarity, where I interview a Clarity Gaming player and we learn a lot more about them. So just want to drop that on you. That's on twitch.tv/thehandsomenerd. So please make sure to tune in. This Wednesday, I'll be interviewing Killer, the most recent addition to Clarity. Very strong Chilean Zerg player, formerly of Dignitas. So that's what it's going to be. And oh, we actually do have a tech lab coming on for both these players. So it looks like it will be Marauders. Of course, in Heart of the Swarm, you do not need the tech lab, just in case you're not familiar. And like I said, I've said in previous casts anyway, I want to try to include as much information that you might not know. I know not everybody's playing the beta, not everybody is watching as much beta as some other people, so if it does get a little bit redundant, I do apologize. And whoa, I'm not sure if you heard that Skype beep there. I apologize if you did, but I forgot to turn that off. A little bit silly of me. But anyway, yes. If you don't know too much about Heart of the Swarm, I will be there to share the knowledge, so apologies if it gets a little bit redundant. But I do want to make sure we're all on the same page. Now, in this case, this Proxy Marauder build, TvT style we've seen, not as popular lately, but it was a bit of an older build. We're going to see these Marauders go into each other's bases, and looks like Pasildan is going to start setting up a bunker immediately. Dragon is working on the supply depot. Probably could be working on the SCVs a little bit more. Do we have concussive shells on the way? Yes, we do. It's going to finish up for these players. Dragon has pulled all of his SCVs, as a matter of fact, just except for a couple. Is he just going to go for it? I think he is. How many Marauders do these players have? One, we keep that units tab open. 2 Marauders for each of these players. A nice wall here for Pasildan. That's going to buy him some time. Dragon is just going all in, though. And without Marauders to benefit him, SCVs plus Marauders should win the battle for Dragon. Pasildan coming in here, going to pick off the rest of the workers. However, he sees that, of course, the rest of them are missing. And now they're going to be walking into his base. Looks like Dragon is going to be floating off now. Pasildan going to be doing the same. What is this game, you guys? I was hoping to see the new meta in TvT. I was hoping to cast some kind of crazy, cool Widowmine stuff, and you know, that could still happen, but we're opening with a crazy proxy game, the sort of stuff that we actually don't even see in Wings of Liberty that often. Now he's going to see his opponent's proxy. Pasildan not quite going to find dragons. Dragon going to go ahead and lift off there. He does see another Marauder in production, which means he would be giving away his SCVs for free. Right now, each player does have quite a few Marauders on the field. Actually, 5 for Dragon, 3 for Pasildan. He will be able to afford 5, though, so these guys are going to be on incredibly equal footing, except Dragon is going to have quite a few more SCVs because he evacuated earlier. So it looks like he's in a pretty good position. If you guys ever happen to get into this situation, Heart of the Swarm, Wings of Liberty notwithstanding, it looks like Dragon made the right call. Pull all his SCVs, go for the attack, save a good majority of them, and it looks like they're probably just going to be taking each other's mains. But Pasildan is going to be landing over here on the left, and obviously the sooner you land, the better. In this situation, Dragon obviously has a distinct advantage because of his SCV count, but if Pasildan can land a little bit sooner, drop a couple mules, start producing SCVs, it's going to be nice. It's going to be very important for Micro here. Oh, wow. I was going to say, a micro is going to be very important here because these guys have the exact same amount of units, and if one person missed micros, it's pretty much going to end the game because there's no income at the moment. But Dragon is actually set up, man. He's got a bunker with the Terran logo on it. He's going to be pretty well defended, whereas Pasildan's base is not at all in a defensible position. He's going to start mining just a little bit sooner, but very smart here from Dragon. Gets those SCVs mining immediately, making sure they all have minerals in their hands so they can start with a return trip, which they're going to do right now. And now, we can begin the game on opposite sides of the map. Literally, the colors have just switched. It is now blue on the top and yellow on the bottom. These guys are going to try to prowl around with their Marauders, but it's very scary because, of course, concussive shells. If you get caught out of position, you are probably going to lose whatever has just been shot. That's not going to be a lot of fun. It looks like Dragon is going to be going for a gas here. What is the follow-up for this sort of thing? Well, I wouldn't be particularly surprised if they both took command centers. Dragon is a little bit more safe for taking one relatively soon. Of course, you want to play a bit more defensive. It's still just actually, Pasildan does have a 6th Marauder out, and he's continuing to produce, so he's going to be putting some pressure on. Now, if Dragon didn't have this particular position, if it wasn't in a choke with a bunker, if he had taken this base or this one just like Pasildan had, then he would be in a pretty rough spot. It'd be a lot harder to defend. Pasildan actually going to get a scout off and see everything that Dragon has, which is actually a considerable amount, man. If we were just coming into this game and you weren't looking at the minimap, you'd think, okay, he's just taking his natural. Pretty crazy stuff. Great way to start off a best-of-3 series. Pasildan is just massing up the Marauders, 7, soon to be 8-5. Now, Dragon is building 2. Of course, he had to... he's focusing a bit more on economy, so his production was a little bit more delayed. So Pasildan is going to have a window to get in here, but the bunker's going to help. Of course, you can repair that, and now Dragon is going to scout exactly where his enemy's base is. And maybe even do a little bit of harass with this SCV. No, not quite. The proxy barracks Dragon is aware of as well. And, you know, honestly, I don't know if I sound like I'm all over the place casting-wise, but I absolutely am. I have no idea what's going to happen in this game. I'm kind of a spectator as much as a caster right now because I'm very curious to see what decisions they're going to make. It looks like Dragon is taking a fairly fast command center, and that doesn't surprise me because he's in a much more defensible position than Pasildan is. Now, unfortunately for Pasildan, he's not really punishing that. These guys are going to get their factories up about the same time, but of course, Dragon, let's see, he's got 21 SCVs to the 17 of his opponent. It looks like he was going for a swing around with the Marauders. Pasildan caught onto it, though. We've got 8 Marauders versus 8 Marauders. There's only 6 here, and 6 for Dragon. What is the micro going to be? Looks like they each lose a Marauder. Of course, Pasildan does have the benefit of pulling a couple of SCVs. Going to try to pick off what Dragon has, but with the reinforcements from Dragon, it looks like it's going to be a pretty even trade, even with these SCVs coming in. Dragon did manage to kill a couple more workers, bringing Pasildan down to 18. I believe it was at 19 or 20 at that point. And now the standard production brigade, actually, it looks like he's going to be going into Banshees. So finally, we're going to see a divergence in this game, aside from the second command center. We're going to see Dragon going, he could be going into Hellions, but he's likely just going to go into Medivacs to make his Marauder force that more powerful. Oh, prove me wrong, prove me wrong. But we are going to see Banshee production for Pasildan to try to get an economic grasp. Okay, no, he's going to be going into Hellions here. Marauder Hellion, actually an incredibly powerful composition. However, against Banshees, it is not ideal. That's going to be very interesting. Of course, Dragon doesn't know exactly what tech his opponent's going for yet. He sees the Starport and Tech Lab, so he knows Banshees are an absolute possibility. And actually, I like to see he's getting a Viking out, so that's very good. Pasildan is going for Cloak. But of course, he could be going for tanks and a single Medivac or even a Hellion drop. All of these things are very possible. But, ooh, we're actually going to see some Widow Mines out here from Pasildan. So, for a minute, I forgot it was Heart of the Swarm. I'm like, oh yeah, this is just Terran versus Terran, guys. No big deal. But we are going to see the first of the new units out. It's going to be a Widow Mine, and one Widow Mine doesn't have the most potential for harassing an area, especially if there's units in this bunker, which there aren't at this moment. But it controls space very well, and unless it gets picked off, it does get picked off, so that's unfortunate. We're going to see Dragon taking a base here in the upper left, as a matter of fact, but ooh, swing it down. Pasildan is actually just going to scout this right away. Oh, wait, is he? Oh my god, Pasildan, no, he doesn't scout it. Mere inches. It looks like we saw another Widow Mine come out. Pasildan has produced a second. He's going to try to catch his opponent off guard. The thing is, Dragon saw that first Widow Mine, so any future Widow Mines are not going to be a surprise, and he's actually getting a Raven out here as well, so very good choice. A Widow Mine can definitely wreck your day, and it does 125 damage. So it will one-shot Marauders. Very scary stuff. Now, we do have the Banshee out for Pasildan. Did he finish Cloak? Yes, okay. I thought he might have canceled it, but no, he is going to invest in it. Dragon is not going to be prepared for this. In fact, it looks like this Banshee here did just come in. It managed to escape the range of the scan, though. I'm sorry, I missed that, guys. I'm so taken aback by this game. All right, get it together. Get it together, man. It's crazy, but you've got a job to do. Okay, Banshee is harassing. It is starting to even up the economy quite a bit now. Looks like with the Raven out, it's going to help doubly in detecting these Banshees and these Widow Mines, but not before many SCVs are killed. Dragon now down to 23. That's going to continue to drop until this Banshee can get chased away. And Pasildan is going to go for the run. Banshee will manage to escape for just a little while. Meanwhile, a couple of Widow Mines, no, this is just a Marine. A single Widow Mine out front, a single Widow Mine to the left, really controlling his space. And just a note, Widow Mines can shoot air too. So he can one-shot those Vikings if they get a little bit too close. What is the range of Widow Mines? I believe it's 5? I'm actually not sure if it says. I'm actually not sure. I want to say it's 5. I believe they said it was 5 in the state of the game. Oh, Dragon, I think? No, it looks like he's not going to see the Banshee quite yet. Where is the Raven located? Looks like the Raven is actually a little bit out of position. The Banshee going to get a few more worker kills. Quite a few here for Pasildan. Meanwhile, he has taken the space over at Dragon's old natural. Dragon now down to 24 SCVs, but with 3 Vikings and a Raven backing it up, the second Banshee is going to go down. Units lost tab quite equal for these players, but now it's Pasildan with the relative economic advantage. I mean, Dragon's only 5 SCVs behind, and he has a third base that Pasildan, by some unfortunate miracle for him, or I guess miracle for Dragon, unfortunate occasion for him, did not scout this space by just the skin of his teeth, and now Dragon is coming out with quite a powerful army. He's got Marauders, Hellions, and Vikings. Oh, the Widow Mine does manage to get a shot off on the Hellions. Some pretty good splash damage, but it still leaves a lot of Dragon's army intact. What does Pasildan have? He does have a Raven of his own. Only a few Hellions and Marauders, though. Doesn't have a Banshee on the field to help defend this, and it looks like it's going to just tip into Dragon's favor very quickly as the army supply is going to overwhelm him, and yeah, GG from Pasildan. Dragon, taking that early command center, was able to have the income to produce quite a good army, and Pasildan was trying to be tricky with those Banshees and the Widow Mines, trying to control space, buy himself some time, but a quick Raven reaction from Dragon allowed him to move out onto the map without much fear of those Widow Mines. So a very good game there. The first in a best of 3, Dragon up 1-0. Let's go to game 2.